You know, something looks a little off about these guys. I just can't put my finger on it. Well, anyways, welcome everyone. Today we are going to be comparing both the official and modded versions of the animals that we did get in the conservation DLC. So of course many of you guys may already know that many of these conservation DLC animals were already modded in. And that's something that I really wanted to take the time, especially with this pack, to really sit down and check out, Now of course I do want to say mods are not officially endorsed by Frontier. When you do mod at the risk of breaking your own game. But if you do follow all the instructions laid out by all the modders, you guys will be totally fine. Now, today we're going to take a little bit of a look at all the animals and start comparing and contrasting them. And today we're going to start off with the scimitar horned oryx. Now of course this mod was made by Narwhaler. He's an exceptional, wonderful Planet Zoo modder, and he does such an exceptional job at capturing the details of his animals. So much so that I'm sure some of you guys may have been fooled that this was the official version. So just for sake of this, I am kind of reconsidering my little setup over here. I think I'm just going to transfer the official versions in with the same habitat so we can kind of compare them side by side. So of course over here we have both the scimitar horned oryx, both the official and the unofficial one, and we can already start to see some differences outright, coming into play. Of course, the horn size is actually very accurate for both of them. You can see they kind of go swooping back and kind of end at that shoulder line, which I think works exceptionally well for an animal like this. However, we can start to see many of the clear differences between the official and unofficial. Now, the official one has a little bit more texture work on the rear of the animal, and they even have these interesting little tail furs. These are actually utilizing alpha planes, which is very exciting to see for animals like this. We can see that it really didn't happen for the modded one, not like it really needed it to begin with, but it's just an extra level of polish that you're going to notice with a lot of these animals in here. A lot of these do tend to use a little bit more advanced skills and techniques, and it makes me very happy to see that it's more than just a modded animal. They actually put a little bit more love into it, which is very interesting to see. A lot more love that we really aren't able to achieve with the modding tools that we have, or, of course, it's a little bit more difficult to do so. Of course, with the modded version, it does look a little bit more brighter and a little bit more whiter. Of course, this is all up to your own discretion whether you like it or not. I kind of do like how much brighter the modded version is, so I can definitely imagine Narwhaler's probably going to remaster this one. When isn't he going to remaster anything? I'm going to be completely honest. I love to see it though. But we can definitely see that the face has a lot more detail with the Frontier version, but a lot of the smaller details that you see, like the little knee pads over there, those are perfectly done as well. It's just very awesome just to see both of these together, and just how close Narwhaler was able to get it, with how official these guys look. So of course, it's up to your own discretion whether you think one looks better or not. I do like the little ridge line that they have on that one over there. But of course, this is a beautiful animal nonetheless, and I'm very happy that we got so much use out of Narwhaler's version over here. It's very sad whenever we do need to retire a mod, whenever we do need to kind of put the discontinued version little plaque on it, but it really is great to see that we're getting these officially implemented for people who can't use mods or people who don't even want to use them in the first place. It really is great to see that Frontier is still bringing in these diverse animals nonetheless. And moving on from there, this is one of the most downloaded mods on the actual Nexus itself. This is the Chevalski's Wild Horse, or Przewalski's, however you want to say it. These guys are really awesome. Now, of course, we can already see that these guys have a clear difference between each other. Already, I think a lot of people may notice the fur is a lot different, especially, again, with the tail. It has these alpha planes, which works exceptionally well. But already, one of the things I really appreciate about the Chevalskis is how it sleeps. They kind of like bend their head over and kind of like do that little horse nodding little thing, which we don't get with the zebra rig, which is kind of unfortunate. But still, looking at this one, of course the modded version is a lot more bright. Meanwhile, the official one is a lot more muted. It's a lot more, I wouldn't say desaturated, but it's a lot darker, which is very interesting to see. Not to mention the darkness kind of continues all over its body. Meanwhile, on this version, it kind of goes like, you know, it stays a little bit darker on the neck area, then it lightens up around the rear, which is very interesting to see. But still, nonetheless, really awesome job by Narwhaler. Very small differences, however, with like the face shape. You can kind of see that this one has a little bit more of an edged off kind of snout. Meanwhile, this one is a little bit more rounded. Very small details. I absolutely love the job that Narwhaler did in the first place with this one. It really is, again, I say this, it really is so sad whenever we do need to send these out to pasture, quite literally, since it's a horse, but still, really awesome job for a mod that carried us such a long way in the community. It's very sad that it was one of the top downloaded mods. It's very sad that we need to discontinue it, but it's still really awesome to have nonetheless. Now moving on through here, we have one that unfortunately I'm not able to show in the game because they both use the same code name, which is actually very interesting. So I'm just trying to find like a better version of these guys. Yeah, we could just use this one. In fact, I'll turn on my handy dandy light so we can kind of see them better. But this one is of course the Axolotl, and the Axolotl mod, which you're going to see popping up on the screen once I get settled over here, is actually made by Jen and Anaki. I'm just going to put that there. Then over here on the right, bang, right there, you'll see it pop up. Now, of course, I have to say, I love that Frontier included the wild version. In case if you guys are already unaware, they also did include 4 different morphs for the Axolotl, which is really good. They have all these different kinds of like color variation and splotches that works exceptionally well for this animal. Meanwhile, Jen's, on the other hand, only has the domestic morph, which still really awesome to have. I still just love the wild morph so much more. But still, it was very exceptional that we were able, oh my god, look at him go, look at him yawn. That's adorable. But either way, it really is so sad to see that the first exhibit mod, the first official standalone exhibit mod, has to be sent out like this. Very sad to see, of course, but very happy that we're getting these officially in the game. And maybe this will make it a little bit easier to get more modded exhibit animals in the future. Very sad, again, to see this one go, but still very excited to see what this means for the future. Now moving on through here, we have our very last one. Unfortunately, we did not get a unofficial Siamang. That would be extremely night and day over there. But we're just going to move these guys into the same habitat and start to compare and contrast them. These guys are, of course, the Amur Leopard. These guys are pretty much infamous when they first were revealed to be, like, you know, very controversial, I guess. So of course we have 2 different versions over here. We have the Frontier version, which is over here. These guys look stellar. I know I received so many comments about how I don't know what a leopard looks like. I'm sorry. It's not my fault that my local zoos don't have them, because again, the morphology really differs from animal to animal, specimen to specimen. But still, I think now that we actually have this one in game, it doesn't look as bad as that one screenshot. I feel like the eyes still are a little sad. I feel like they just need to be turned around. And they also kind of look like they have glaucoma. Don't really know why they went for like very clouded eyes. I hope we can get a little bit of a remaster for that in the future. But still, very good job by Frontier on the texture and body work alone. I feel like that's really exceptional right there. But of course, we are comparing this to the modded version, and this one is by Level Wolf, and I believe just Level Wolf alone. But this one is, of course, a lot more darker. This one does have, like, you know, all your classic leopard splotches. Oh, okay. Well, that's also a thing that happens with, you know, modded animals. They kind of do that. Okay, okay. I'm sorry, I was not planning this. Okay, this is just gonna keep happening over here. Let's go to a normal one. So of course, as you guys could probably guess, the modded ones, if I could even, yeah, please stop. Oh my gosh. Okay, just please stand normally. Thank you. I still do love the face on this one a lot more. I feel like the morphology of the face really does match a leopard a little bit more after analyzing it. So I really hope that Level Wolf, Gaboy, Havoc, any one of them can help remaster this guy just a little bit. I feel like just the face alone can be tweaked, and that will be golden for the animal. But this one still is very interesting to have nonetheless. I really did love the coloration on here. But it's just, again, very amazing just to be getting these animals officially in the game. But yeah, that's about it. So very sad to see all these mods go away. It's been a really awesome time with them. We're just going to move all the modded ones into here, then bid them farewell. It's always very sad, again, as I said before, to see these animals kind of be sent out to pasture, but it's really great that we get these officially in the game. But yeah, that's about all that I have. Can you believe that? So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna end it with like watching these animals right here. In fact, I'll kind of place down a water bowl for them so we can kind of get them in the same area. But thank you guys so much for watching. I always do appreciate you guys stopping by. In case if you guys did like this video, be sure to drop a little bit of a like. Be sure to drop a little comment saying which mod you'll miss the most, which one you thought looked the best, which one you think looks better than the official version. I don't care. Just as long as you guys let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings. I'm here for you guys in the comments. Of course, this guy is going to be tweaking out, so we'll bring him over here. Of course, that one was never updated for 1.9, which is kind of funny, but still, that's about it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Bye bye now.